This is Nothing But the Truth, where we take complicated information and separate the facts from the lies, the misinformation, and the misrepresentation so you're left with just the truth and can make informed decisions that affect your personal life, because we don't always know the intent behind what's being said. So let's get into it.
We now have an all-government approach. So yesterday, for example, I spent the pre-dawn hours in Los Angeles busting into a swank neighborhood home owned by a doctor and a nurse who had been defrauding the hospice system there for millions of dollars.
And this is a big SWAT team move. I mean, you hadn't been on one of those.
I've never been on this, but dozens of young, just hyper-prepared individuals. There were drones and planes and these trucks they could drive through gates that they were able to blast through, and no one got hurt. And they stunned these folks in pre-dawn hours, and they were one of 7 hospice owners that were shut down yesterday. To put that in perspective, in the prior 4 years, the governor of California had shut down 4 hospices. We shut down 7 in one night. And I'll get news for you today, Brett. Let's announce, make it clear to everybody, we've shut down already, just in the last 10 weeks, 221 hospices in California.
Oh, wait, in the state of California, 220.
Yeah, in Los Angeles, not even the state, in Los Angeles. So we're able to dramatically accelerate a process that had been meandering along in California.
Now, you may have heard the claim that over 221 hospice providers were shut down in Los Angeles. Now, let's start here. That number may reflect real enforcement activity. Fox 11 Los Angeles reported that approximately 221 providers were suspended due to suspected fraud. So yes, something did happen, but here's what's missing. Because presenting that number as if this is something new or something that just started happening is incomplete. According to the state of California, over 280 hospice licenses have already been revoked. More than 300 providers are currently under investigation. 119 hospice-related criminal cases have been filed, with 51 convictions secured, and this didn't start yesterday. California has been working on this issue for years. There has already been a statewide hospice moratorium, a fraud task force in place, ongoing investigations across multiple providers. So when you hear 221, you're hearing a snapshot, not a full timeline. Now let's go deeper, because not every action taken against a provider is purely fraud. California agencies are very clear. They investigate regulatory non-compliance, licensing violations, patient complaints, administrative failures. So this is not just a fraud story. This is also about oversight, compliance, regulations, system accountability. And here's another critical piece. CBS reported that California's hospice moratorium was recently extended through January 2027 because the state is still working through regulatory updates and administrative processes. That's not just fraud, that's system management. So when you hear one number without all of that context, it can sound like a sudden crisis, when in reality, this has been ongoing, multi-year effort with multiple layers of enforcement. So let's be clear. Yes, there is fraud, and yes, enforcement is happening, but the full story is not just about fraud. It's about regulation, oversight, compliance, and a system that has already been in motion. So when that 221 number is presented without everything else, it doesn't tell you the whole story. And that distinction matters. And that's the truth. Follow Secure 65 Health Plans on YouTube for more truth and the whole truth, and no things held back, okay? We're here for you to give you the information that can actually affect your personal life successfully. I'm Monet Swan.